Yes, they lied to you. In this video, we're gonna talk about the true cost of the Old Town Sportsman AutoPilot series. We're gonna break it down for you, and you're gonna see that Old Town, they lied to you, but in a good way. So I want you to watch this entire video, listen to what I have to say, and if you agree or disagree, comment down below. That's why we have the comment section. Keep it civil, or if you don't, I'm just gonna delete it. Boom. But let me just start with the obvious. Old Town provided these boats, the 120 and the 136, for me and a bunch of 10,000 more YouTubers to review the boats and provide you guys with honest information about the boats, how they perform in the water and all that stuff. And that's what you get from this channel. 100% honest feedback. If I tell you that these boats are good, it's because I believe they are. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got plenty of boats to choose from. I could have whatever kayak I want. Yet these boats are seeing 90% of my fishing because they work. Or maybe I just became a lazy angler. I mean, comment below. Now, let me break this down to you. Let me tell you why Old Town is lying to you when it comes to the price. And it's a good thing for you anyways. Look. There's no denying that these boats are expensive as hell. That 136 version is $4,000. $4,000. You could do so much for $4,000. Feed so many hungry people, help so many good causes, maybe pay 2 months rent, maybe 4 months rent, maybe 6 months rent. I know it is expensive, but it's top of the line. If you're gonna go buy a top of the line car, you're gonna spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're gonna buy a top of the line boat, you're gonna spend millions of dollars. Now on a kayak, top of the line is only $4,000. So if you look at it that way, it's not that expensive. But let me break it down for you. Let me tell you the true cost of these Old Town AutoPilots. And for this, I wanna start with the hull. A premium hull like the 136 should go about $2,200. Just the boat, no motor on it, just the boat. Why? Because let's take a look at the competition. For example, the Jackson Kayak Big Rig, they have the FD version, the pedal drive, and they have the paddle version, the HD. The HD version is $2,200, and if you compare that hull to the hull of the 136, you're looking pretty much at the same boat. You got a boat that is 13 feet long plus and about 37 inches wide plus. In the Old Town version is 37 inches versus 40 inches on the Jackson kayak. Now, if you look at Old Town's own line, the paddle version of the kayaks is always $1,200 cheaper or something like that. Hobie kayaks, they don't make paddle only version of their pedal drive kayak, but if they do, I would say the per anglers will go for $3,000 plus because of all the things that they have. The drive is only $1,000, maybe $1,200, maybe a little more expensive on the 360 drive. It's not a major markup. The markup for the drive or the motor is not a major markup when you really take into account all the extra stuff that the boats have to offer. So let's say $2,200 for the hull. How much do you think the MK unit is? It's based, I would say, on the power drive version of the Minn Kota AutoPilot motor, which runs about $1,300 give or take. But this version has been treated for saltwater, so easily add $150 to that cost. So you're looking at about $1,420, which is the cost of the rig type version. If you go and you search online right now, you're gonna see that it costs about $1,400. Right? Just the motor is $1,400. The Old Town AutoPilots, they come with a battery box that is ready to plug in. It has all the cabling, all the wires, it has the fuses, it has everything. It's ready to plug in. I would say if you were to make that battery yourself, you're probably gonna spend $100 or more in materials, probably hours of your time. So I would say that's $150 value, just the battery box alone. that is just ready to plug in and go. Now, we need to add more stuff to this. This boat, you plug in the motor in the front and then you plug in the battery below the seat and it's seamless. You don't see any cabling on top of the boat. Now, all that installation requires a lot of materials. A lot of times, if the kayak was not designed to take the motor right off the bat, you're gonna probably have to drill holes and put new hashes and stuff like that. So I would say this is a $500 job. Taking into account for your time, for the materials that you need and everything else. And of course, you make mistakes. Hey, it's gonna stay there. If you open the hatch in the wrong place, if you do the hole in the wrong place, the boat is not longer safe. Hey, you messed up. It's on you, right? There's no guarantee that's gonna protect you, none of that. So you're taking a big risk when you do this yourself. So I would say all that is about $500 value. Now let's talk about the motor install itself. Look, putting this motor in the drive, well, is easier than the PDL drive. The PDL drive is a pain sometimes. Depending what type of drive you use, if you have the Slayer, it's a pain to put it in. The old times are a little easier, but it's still a pain to put it in. This is just like, you raise the thing up, put the motor down, put the pulley, plug in, done. It takes you 1 second, for real. Like, I have it all down packed. It's just so easy to do, even I could do it. You know, when you take into account the pulley, the way that is installed, the way that is designed, that is a clean setup, it's right there in the front. If you want to release that motor, all you have to do is take this pulley out and boom, let it go. It will go up. If you want to bring it down, just bring it down and tie it down right there. Easy, ready to go. All that I would say is about $200. With the pulleys, pulleys are expensive, by the way. Those pulleys are like $30, $50, maybe more. The rope, everything else, doing the pulleys inside, like, to make this work, dude, there's a lot of stuff that went into this, a lot of wiring, a lot of stuff under the hull that you don't see, that if you were to do yourself would probably take you weeks, if not months, or if you hire somebody to do it, it's gonna cost you money. So I would say the entire installation, you're looking at about $700 value. We got more. These boats, they have more stuff to offer. So let's get to that. Let's talk about the rudder. The rudder on these boats are huge. It's the XL rudder. That alone, I would say, is a $50 upgrade. I don't know how much Old Town sells them for, but you could upgrade if you have a PDL drive type of boat. You could probably get that rudder in, well, maybe not right now because of the whole market situation, but you could probably buy it and add it to one of the normal PDL kayaks and have a better turning radio. That alone, I would say $50. And now, one of the things that Old Town have is that the rudder system is pretty much set up from factory. You don't have to do much. You don't have to do much. And also to adjust the footrest right now, let's say this is too far from you, it's so easy to just bring it up and then you have a new position. It's ready to go. This, look, you don't appreciate this until you have to do it yourself. Like if you buy a paddle kayak like this one right here and you have to install the rudder yourself, I spent hours and I didn't get it right. So I will pay somebody freaking, I don't know, $200 to install it for me, right? So that alone is, I put the value at $50, but I think it's probably more. So let's add this up. We're looking at about $4,568.99 of value. And how much do Old Town charges you for the 120? $3,800. And for the 136, $4,000, right? So they lied to you. They're giving you more for your money. Simple as that. Now I'm gonna get the comments, oh, I could just buy a kayak for $1,000, buy the motor, the freshwater motor for $800 and make it work better than Old Town. Well, if you could do that, why don't you do that? Why don't you go buy the $1,000 kayak, the $800 motor, make it work, and sell them for $3,000. You're gonna undercut Old Town and make a lot of money in the process. It only costs you $2,000 to do it. You could make $1,000 profit, right? Because you probably will not be able to do it. You see, it's not the same as getting this boat. It's turnkey, it's ready to go. You just get it from the dealer, and you could get it from the dealer and take it to the water and start fishing and have one of the best fishing days of your life, as to get this thing, order the motor online, order the pieces, start drawing things, start watching 10,000 YouTube videos on how to make this work, and then when you take it to the water, the chaff is too long, the weight distribution is horrible, and you go through hell trying to make it work, and when you look at it, you have spent 6 months working on your boat, and it's already winter time. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to pay $4,000 for the 136, take it on the water, be ready to go, or do you want to pay, I don't know, $2,300 in materials and spend days and weeks and months making it work, and your fishing trips are gone, right? Tell me what you want to do. It is expensive, yes, but they're worth it. Let me just give you some disclaimers. Old Town did send this boat here for review, but I will tell you like it is. Like, dude, I don't freaking have to lie to you. If I don't like something, I say it. I have given you negative and positive of every product I review. I don't freaking have to lie because I have too much shit anyways. And if Old Town tomorrow doesn't like what I say, like, look at the titles. These are like, look, one company didn't want to work with me anymore because I put on the title killer, right? Old Town, look at the titles that sometimes I put they lie to you or something stupid. They don't care. They don't care. Because they want 100% honest feedback. When I say that, for example, you don't have to go far. I flipped the Old Town Big Water 132, well, the Predator. I gave it a really bad review in stability. I got crucified on the Old Town groups. And Old Town sent me 2 autopilots. Like, for real. They want 100% honest feedback because they want to make the best boats available for you guys. And I like that. I like that. So if they messed up tomorrow, I'll tell you. If this thing, they want to charge you $5,000 for it, no, I think $5,000 will be pushing it. But $4,000 is not a bad price. Right? So comment below. Let me know what you think. Price it out. Like, just don't take my word for it. Go and find the kayak that you want. See if it's able to handle one of those autopilot units. Maybe look at the new canoes, start pricing them out, and compare them, right? Compare the two. The new canoes are great. You could do so many things with them, but all the cables, everything is on top of the boat. If you want to make it seamless, you're going to have to put a lot of time and effort into it. So at the end of the day, you got to see what's more important for you. Also, the build quality of the Old Towns compared to the new canoes, yeah. Just go see it for yourself. I hope you like this video. We're gonna have way more videos coming up covering everything from kayaks to fishing to reels and all that stuff. This channel is not just a kayak channel, it's an Aliex channel. And what you see here, it's things that I like to do, things that I like to cover, and awesome. By the way, if you wanna see more, like if you wanna get like a real behind the scene of what it is to be a YouTuber, check this video out here. See, YouTube didn't want you to see this video. They kind of like block it completely. Like they didn't even show it to anybody. But guess what? I'm showing it to you here. They cannot do anything. You click on it right now and I'll see you over there. Thank you for watching.